Hello everyone. In this video I am going to discuss one example of GUI application in which we will cover all the concept that we have studied. Okay, so here is the example. So here I will this application takes two numbers, okay, and just display the sum. If I click here sum, I will get a. So I have this one label, this is second label, this is one entry box, this is one entry box, this is a button, and this is a label to display the sum. So I have three labels, two entry box, one button. So we have many widgets here. Okay, so we will try to understand how we have made this application. Okay, but I just want to show you so that we can understand. This is just to display information labels. This is to read any information from the input from the user. This is for functionality by clicking, and here we will see the, okay. So here I have created a window. These are two labels for this, and I have many widgets. So if I want to keep them aligned, I can use grid. Okay, so this is my first row, first column, this second row, first column, this. Now here I have entry boxes. Entry boxes is row 0 column 1. This is row 0 column 1. Okay, this is by number it's 1, but here it's 2. Okay, because numbering starts from 0. This is the second row, second column, this one. Okay. Now in one of our example, we just we asked user to enter name and we were able to read name. Here we are reading numbers or floats. So we will use the same method, get method, like this is the entry boxes. Okay, num1, num2, this is the name of the entry boxes. We will use get, but here everything that you read using get will be a string. So if you want to use them for any arithmetic operations like sum, multiplication, we have to convert them. So here I am using float function to convert. So this is important, okay, because we want to use a num1 and num2. Okay, I'm storing those values into n1 and n2. Okay, and later I can create a string that has the sum, and sum will be a number or a float. So if I want to show it in a form of a string, I will concatenate string, but I have to convert it. So here I am converting the sum to a string and joining it with this string. So this is a string object message. I will use it in place of text. Okay, so this label will be created on button click, this third sum label. Okay, and I am going to show it in the fourth row, second column. Okay, this everything will happen on button click, and button click is based on this command property. On the click, this will call the total function, in which I am reading the value, doing the sum, and printing the message by creating a label. Okay, and here I have a button which is in the third row, second column here. Okay, so this is how we can create a small application in which we are reading numbers, in which we are reading text. Earlier we have read how to read text. Reading text or number is the same. Only thing you have to do in case of numbers, floats or integers, if you want to use them for mathematical calculation like a sum, we have to convert it. We were doing the same while we were using input function. Okay, so that concept is same. Okay, now here if you want like here this is one column, this is second column. Okay, if you want this button to cover both the columns, we can do that. In that case, what I will do, let me close this, then I will remove this, and I can use column span 2. That means this will take now 2 columns, size of 2 columns. Okay, or So it will be in between two columns. So if I run this, now this has moved slightly here. Earlier it was here. Okay, this is just for alignment purposes, but functionality will be the same. Okay, so it's up to you how to do this. So I will leave it here like this. Okay, so in this example I just want to explain all the widgets, entry, labels, buttons in one example. And here, while reading from the entry box, we have to convert. That is a new thing we are learning here. Okay, so that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.